Hello everybody, Ada Schlemkowski welcoming you into the Student Rec Center here on a Friday evening for women's basketball action. The Sheridan Bruins are in town to take on the Conestoga Condors. Sheridan coming in 1-3, playing one less game than the Condors. Conestoga 1-4 coming into tonight's clash. The second game of a two-game homestand before they head down to take it to Windsor and take on St. Clair. It was last season that Sheridan ousted the Conestoga from a playoff contention. It's going to be a great rematch between these teams. Great battle on the glass. These are two of the top teams in rebounds per game. It's going to be a great game. We're going to have the anthem, then the starting lineups, and then it's time to get going. Tip-off coming up next.
The official course of contest mayor
starting lineups have been announced. Sheridan going to have the starting five of Rowe, Kalar, Barakat, Diab, Blair, and Brown Francis. Conestoga countering with Kellerman, Johnson, Schumacher, Weber, and Beckford. Conestoga still looking for their first win at home, starting the season off 0-2. That one win coming against Niagara. Worth noting that Sheridan's win this season also against the Knights. We'll see who comes away with the win here on this Friday in November. Sheridan lost their last game to Humber 73-39 and are looking for a similar performance to that game against Niagara. As we mentioned, Conestoga beating them back to kickstart their season on October 18th. Players are set. Conestoga will be in white, Sheridan in blue, and with the tip-off we are ready to go, and Conestoga will have first possession. The team's point guard Ellis Schumacher trying to create some space, able to find. The pass was intended for Beckford from Johnson, but turned over. Rowe back to work in the paint and will be stymied by Johnson. The three ball up and the three ball good. Caitlin Kalar starts off with a three-pointer, and that will be the first bucket scored. Pass into some traffic for Beckford. She's able to handle it. He zipped over to Kellerman. Adri Kellerman trying to drive. 6 seconds on the shot clock. She goes up, and the rim will reject her attack. On the counter, moving forward, Brown Francis. She will hammer the brakes. Quick cycle play by the Bruins. And that will be rejected by Kellerman. Conestoga quickly back up the floor, looking to cut into this lead. They trail by 3 in the early going. Schumacher drives baseline, and with the reversal, she will have the first bucket of the game for the Condors. Three ball, and it's good again. Caitlin Kalar back-to-back triples. She's quickly up to 6 points, having knocked down 2 from downtown. Conestoga has had some bright spots coming into today's game, including Jamila Beckford continues to impose her will in the paint, out-rebounding a number of her opponents. As a fancy little move by number 15. The little fake, and now she has a clear lane to the rack, cashing in. Conestoga applying pressure. That ball is tipped and will be taken into the security of Johnson, who sends a stretch pass for Beckford. Out waiting, and it's in. Conestoga ties it up. Off a tipped pass into the security of Maddie Johnson, quickly feeding Jamila Beckford, and Conestoga with another turnover as a foul going to be called on Olivia Barakat Diab. Ball right back to Beckford, who's had a hot start. Pass in for Weber will be no good. She was right underneath the basket, unable to get it to fall. Beckford gets a piece of this one again, continuing to get a hand into the passing lanes. Some loose ball back for Kalar. And Caitlin Kalar up to 8 points, and she has all 8 for the Bruins in the early going. Johnson getting some pressure on her backside, and that will be turned over. Stephanie Blair offloading. It's Caitlin Kalar again, as she loses the handle on the ball. It will stay with Sheridan. This time, clanging off some iron will be no good, as that puts Kalar 2 for 3 from deep. Throwing it into the paint for Beckford, who will finish through the contact, but it will bounce just out. Be 2 shots for Jamila Beckford. Coming, quick pass into the paint. Right for Becker, where she sits up in her office. Now she'll head to the line to shoot 2. Conestoga as a team currently shooting 55.3% from the charity stripe as Beckford first one bounces out. Second one, money for Beckford as Conestoga trails by 1. Dangerous pass intercepted by Kellerman. Right back on the attack. Kellerman tries to go up and it will fall. Adri Kellerman with the steal and score. Conestoga continuing to apply the pressure, seeing if they can cause another turnover. This time, it will not get the friendly bounce for the Bruins. Conestoga jumps on the rebound and sets back out in transition. Schumacher tiptoeing the line, curls back, able to find Weber, who kicks out for Kellerman, who lets it fly. This one clanging off the iron. With the box out for Blair, she'll secure the rebound. Conestoga up by 1. So we are about halfway through the opening quarter of play. At the with the reversal. That'll be her first bucket. As that is the first 2 points scored by somebody other than Kalar, who got off to a red hot start. Maddie Johnson collects the loose ball. And that is going to be the first point for Maddie Johnson, wearing number 8 in white. Conestoga gets the answer. Bouncing around, will take the Kawhi bounce and fall in. Brown Francis gets 2. A lot of space right now for the Bruins. Conestoga looking to tighten that up on defense. Was one of the focuses at practice. Been a focus all year, has been their defensive principles. Weber, high off the glass, and secured by Beckford.
The first team's third in the game for Sheridan. Number 9, Bianca Vincent.
Conestoga set the inbound as the lead has changed a couple hands, and Kellerman sneaks behind that defense, pops out right in a perfect spot for Schumacher to feed her, and that gives the Condors a 1-point lead. Conestoga. That is going to put Schumacher down behind the play. Freese coming into the game for Schumacher, who behind the plate looked like she fell awkwardly on her left leg. Be helped off by the training staff. 4:38 on the clock. Conestoga up by 1, 13-12 in this opening quarter of play. If you're just joining us, Conestoga back with possession. It's Jamila Beckford moving up, quickly feeding to Kellerman, who drives hard. And that will be an offensive charge. It's going to be Kellerman's first foul of the game, as she had a head of steam driving hard towards the net, but as you saw, was able to set her feet and take the contact. Zipping one up court, Stephanie Blair has a look, tries to feed it into the paint, will be swatted away momentarily by Weber. Sheridan not done yet, as a contact will be called. Vinta's first shot will bounce off the rim, be no good. The second one carrying up as well. Sheridan jumps on the loose ball, kicks out. The step back three goes long, and it will head out of bounds. Not quick pass up the gut and over to Weber, who receives some pressure now from Blair. Tries to drive baseline. Sheridan looking to turn her away. This shot up and good. Jamila Beckford up to 7 points in the opening quarter. This shot attempt will go too far. Players jousting for the ball and finally kicked out to Rowe. Rowe eyed by Kellerman. Pass offloaded, rims out. Jamila Beckford grabs the loose ball, her second rebound, and now feeds Kellerman. Kellerman driving hard again. This time give and go between her and Weber. This ball Freese. And ball just continuing to bounce in and out of hands. Sheridan has it back for Tamia Rowe. Kick out and the shot up. That one no good from Bianca Vinta. Conestoga going to take the first time out, which takes us to our keys to the game for the two teams.
Just a reminder, fantasy spectators having all of our home games should
Take a look at our matchup between these two teams. Similar records, 1-4 for Conestoga, 1-3 for Sheridan. Conestoga closing in on 300 points for Sheridan, just over 200. Both of these teams lost their most recent game, as we mentioned. We're looking to get back into the win column, and the hunt for the postseason intensifies with each and every game played. As we mentioned, the one last key is Sheridan coming into tonight has a game at hand that can prove crucial down the stretch. And our keys to the game for the Condors is the compete level, the effort and attitude, competing for a full 4 quarters. Same for Sheridan. Both of these teams continuing to try to dominate and play their game plan, have to stay composed. That was in my conversation with Brian Lopez. The ball stolen away, fed on up and all alone. the shot rattling in for Brown Francis. Reber immediately double team, tries to drive baseline, the loose ball bouncing free, and it's back for Sheridan. Brown Francis fresh off the bucket, will not get this one to fall. The ball thought long and hard about it before bouncing out. Cross court it goes. Kellerman trying to cross up her defender. Back into the post. Beckford has it knocked out of her hands. She'll immediately fall on it. The defensive pressure stymieing the Conestoga offense, still with a 1-point lead, but unable to generate any more points in the last couple possessions. Griffith gives back after taking the pass from Brown Francis. Cesaro Brown Francis to the corner, the shot up, no good. Freese comes away with the loose ball. Conestoga will try their luck on the right side, giving it over to Beckford. She's back in the paint and will be fouled on her way up. Beckford back to the line, currently shooting 50% on the evening. It's 42.3% shooter, 11 for 26 in the 5 games she has played. Beckford's so good at getting into those tough areas underneath the basket and converts several times through contact. This one no good. She gets her own rebound. It's Conestoga back on the attack. Blair taking a foul. She will head off into early foul trouble. Erica Diab is back into the game after taking a couple of fouls. Beckford back to the line. Beckford currently averaging 16.2 points per game, 81 total points on the year. Also continue to do a great job out rebounding, as it looks like Kalar jumped a little bit. And that will be a retaken shot for Beckford. And it is good. That makes it a 2-point game with just over 90 seconds to go in the opener. A lot of room continuing to open up for the Bruins. This one will not fall. Players joust. Johnson tries to get it over to Kellerman. Hits off her foot and punched free by Johnson. .22 seconds put on the shot clock. We are ready to resume. Off the inbound, right under, and swatted away by Beckford. Diab fires again and knocks it down. That draws us back to even. Conestoga moving up the court. Osa Sui is in a battle with Beckford, who corrals, trying to get it free. Conestoga has numbers. Kellerman! Too much on this shot. It will go a bit far and out of bounds. 48.2 on the clock. All knotted up, 16 apiece. Sheridan has time to get up the court. They will try to generate some space via Vinta. And right up through, and it will be a 3-point play possibility coming as Caitlin Killar able to find a lane, has a clear shot at the basket and was fouled in the process of shooting to the line for her first free throw. Bearcat Diab able to grab the loose ball, and it will fall. The three is good for Killar, as she has been a thorn in the Condor side in this first quarter. This shot no good. Caitlin Killar up to 13 points as she is 3 triples. .4 on the game clock. .14 seconds put on the shot clock. We are ready to go. That pass tipped over to Savannah Freese. No looker getting it to Kellerman. Back into the post. Beckford. Too much on the shot. Shot has to get up and will be knocked down at the buzzer for Maddie Johnson. .9 seconds on the game clock. A little bit of time was added. Trying to move three. The shot just short. And that is how the opening quarter will end. 21-18 on a flurry of attacks from Caitlin Killar has her team ahead by 3. All set to go for the second quarter. The current scoring leader, Shamila Beckford for the Condors with 8 points, followed by Kellerman and Johnson, each with 4. Caitlin Killar with 13 points in that opening quarter. Bearcat Diab and Brown Francis also with 4 points. This action back underway. Trying to get some separation, getting the own rebound is Tamia Rowe. Conestoga trying to force the Bruins to the perimeter. And it will be an offensive foul. Excellent play by Savannah Freese to draw the charge. See the feet set and the contact made. It's the call from the official. That will flip possession over back to the Condors. As Weaver had a couple Bruins eyeing her. Offloading from Kellerman over to Johnson. Immediately double team, getting it back to Kellerman, who will set her feet and let it fly. And the 3-ball, good. Adri Kellerman, her first triple, up to 7 points on her third trip downtown. That puts us to even. Shot carrying off the glass from Baranova. This one will not fall as well. Another defensive board for Beckford. Has Weaver all alone down the court. Johnson trying to find her and will. Back into the corner. Kellerman no good. Players jousting, and it's Weaver coming away with the loose ball. Trying to throw it into the paint. Players collide, and out come the Bruins. Bounce out trying to kick it out. Ball slips out of the hands of Caitlin Clark. It will remain with the Bruins, however. 12 seconds on the shot clock. As the second quarter starts with some back and forth action, with the Conestoga evening it up off the triple from Kellerman. And it was Adri Kellerman trying to swat this one away. 6 seconds on the shot clock, going to have to get it up. It is away. And Beckford, Conestoga with numbers. Jamila Beckford giving it over to Freese. Too much on the layup. And the quick handoff from Beckford to Kellerman. Kellerman, good strong push. This one will be rejected by the rim. Back and forth we continue to play. Kicks out, Rowe drives in. And will be no good. Conestoga now. They have the possession, gets it on over to Kellerman. Kellerman give and go, back to Beckford, no good. Johnson will put it in. Maddie Johnson gets another bucket. Conestoga now with the lead. There's a little floater from Leverton Stewart. Burling, Ontario native gets us back even. Nice pass from Kellerman over to Johnson. She will get the offensive board momentarily, but now it's taken back by the Bruins. Here they come. Waiting for support is Rowe. And she will find another 3-ball, banking it off the glass. Griffith for 3. (26-23). As a couple substitutions coming into the game for the Bruins.
Let's get a stop. Let's go.
Action all ready to resume. 14 seconds on the shot clock. It's put up in a back and forth opening few minutes. Has too much on this one. The second chance opportunity will be finished off. Osasui. Conestoga currently has 19 rebounds, out-rebounding Sheridan, 19-16. Into the corner, trying to thread it through. It's kept by Freese. The kick out to Kellerman, who lets it fly. This one no good off the rim. Johnson able to get the loose ball to Beckford, who shoots a mid-range jumper. Beckford heading back to the line to shoot 2 more. She was fouled. Conestoga currently has 16 points in the paint. this is something to keep an eye for the rest of the game, as both these teams do a great job rebounding, handling that battle of the glass very well. We'll see who can get the edge in this department. Conestoga quickly trying to get back on defense. The loose ball. Sheridan will win this battle. As Leverton Stewart had it momentarily. And the 3-ball good. Osa Sui gets the triple, as that puts the score to 30-23 in favor of the visiting Sheridan Bruins. Kellerman trying for a response. Finds Johnson. Tiptoeing the line from Beckford, no good. She gets her own rebound. Puts it back in, still not able to fall. And Johnson goes up for a shot and will be fouled in the process. Conestoga continuing to get second and third chance opportunities, winning the battle in the paint. And that will force a foul to be called. There's a couple different players in on Maddie Johnson, who is now to the line for her first trip. Johnson coming into tonight, playing 176 minutes, 7 for 10 in free throws. We'll have an unsuccessful trip this time, as Kalar back with it. Been held scoreless in this second quarter thus far, as Conestoga momentarily steals it away. As Freese lost the handle on the ball, it's back to Kalar. She will look for the shot, and this one will be short. Kellerman surveying the scene, now slowing the tempo down, trying to find an open Condor to pass to, and she will find it. Quick passing play. Savannah Freese for 2. Does a great job getting into the interior. Nice feed from Beckford, finishing off a glorious passing play for the Condors. Beckford rising up, bringing down another rebound. As Kellerman will have to curl back, now finds Beckford. Big strong drive from Jamila Beckford, offloads to Johnson, who will outweight the Bruins and cash in. Maddie Johnson, 2 more. Conestoga cuts into the deficit, and now they only trail by 3. And Freese in some discomfort. All ready to resume. Conestoga right back to work. Down by 3, done a great job answering back. They're going down 30-23. Beckford kicks out for Kellerman. This one no good. She'll grab her own rebound, now driving in. Finds Freese, who will be fouled. Conestoga bursts of speed, creating these second chance opportunities. You saw it hit right off the rim, and immediately jumping on it was Kellerman. Freese to the line, has 6 free throws on the season. She's a 33.3% shooter. And a great chip for Freese, as she goes 2 for 2, add 2 more points to her total, as that has the lead to just 1 for the Bruins. Conestoga looking for a defensive stop. Johnson closely watching Vinta. Now they'll switch over, flipping to the other side of the court. Trying the right side, going through, and it will fall for Rowe. And that will be a timeout taken by D. Channer. 32-29 our score off the most recent basket from the Bruins. Both of these teams highlighted the energy that they would have to bring in order to try to get the edge in the first couple quarters, and we have seen that on display time and time again. The speed at which these two teams are moving up and down this court is second to none, and the second chance opportunities, we talked about it a bit earlier, but you're seeing it. Being able to jump on those rebounds is so key to either transition into offense or to sustain your offense if you just had the ball, and we're seeing that throughout this game. The athleticism on full display between these two. 3 points separating them with a few minutes left to go before recess. Players back onto the floor. We are ready to resume. Kellerman set to inbound. Just under 4 minutes to go. Looking for an open passing lane, and it will find Freese right back to number 4 for Conestoga. Kellerman had good numbers this season from deep. Freese rips it away, gives it on to Johnson, who gets it to fall. Matty Johnson, the first Condor to double-digit points on a great show of tenacity from Freese. And Conestoga doing it at both ends of the floor. And this will be a timeout now taken by the Sheridan Bruins head coach, Brian Lopez. Conestoga cuts into the lead, 32-31. Conestoga looking for a defensive stand, doing a good job limiting the inbound. And they will do just that as the inbound unable to get in time. As Kellerman will link up with Beckford. As Conestoga trying to move up quickly. Losing the handle on the ball was Kellerman. The pass a bit behind her. Now driving hard is Rhodes, who will go up for the lay-in. 2 more points for Tamia Rowe. Trying to bust through a couple of Bruin defenders. That ball quickly knocked in and out of the hands of Beckford, who gets it into the post for Weber momentarily. Long stretch pass, trying to run it down, and will get there was Brown Francis. The rim rejects her scoring opportunity. And Beckford right back on the attack for the Condors. Throwing a pass, be picked off. And racing up with speed is Gloria Osui. .3 points separating these two teams in what has been a back and forth affair all evening long. As time continuing to tick away, Beckford rising up and bringing down the pass. Now over to Johnson. Johnson tiptoeing the sideline, will be knocked down. Inbound finding Freese. Will look for an opening, gets it to Kellerman in the paint, and she'll say thank you very much. 2 more points for Adri Kellerman. That will be swatted away. As Adri Kellerman now up to 9 points. Maddie Johnson leading with 10. Conestoga doing a great job on the defensive side as well. Number of rebounds, 9 for Beckford leading that category. Johnson with 7 and Kellerman with 5. The loose ball in the corner having a look. And the 3 ball up and away, no good. And Conestoga will get the ball back. Last touched there by Osasui. Getting a hand in the passing lane was Brown Francis. Read it perfectly. As a couple seconds tick away, 1:58. Baranova coming back into the game for the Bruins. As the ball has been inbounded, we are back and away. Conestoga trying to move up quickly, see if they can catch the Bruins flat-footed. Talked about the speed at which they've been playing at. There's been some fast break opportunities throughout this game. Hayes will be picking up the foul. Freeze to shoot 2, as that is 5 team fouls on the Sheridan Bruins with 1:44 to play. And Freese will go 2 for 2 again. 2 more made free throws in as many trips. She is 4 for 4. That gives Conestoga a 1-point lead. Rowe trying to work around Beckford. It's Conestoga holding Sheridan to the perimeter for the time being. The foul going to be on Beckford. That's Beckford's first, just Conestoga's 4th. The shot clock put to 14 seconds. 89 seconds to play. And off the inbound, Sheridan goes back to work. Gonna try to generate some space. They've had some success early on from downtown. And it'll be rejected by Johnson, but a whistle sounds. That will be a foul on Maddie Johnson, her first. There'll be 2 free throws coming up. Second one up is good. Moving forward, Beckford. Steve Channer going to be officially warned. 1:13 to play as we are back underway. 16 seconds on the shot clock and counting for the Condors as they try to regain the lead. Getting over to Beckford will be no good. She'll grab the loose ball and will be fouled in the process. Once again, you're seeing the offensive boards coming for the Condors as they continue to get these second chance opportunities. And that will lead to a foul going to be called on On Baranova, first of two is going to be missed. Beckford now up to 10 rebounds, just 2 points shy of a double-double. Conestoga applying pressure, trying to steal it away. Johnson and Kellerman in. And Conestoga gets a key stop. The 10-second violation could not get up to half court as Kellerman and Weber applying a lot of pressure right along the baseline. Put up for Weber, no good. Ball swatted away into the security of Freese. Right in the elbow now for Beckford. Beckford off the glass, will not be able to get it to fall. And possession goes the other way. Moving forward with speed is Brown Francis. The shot had too much muscle. Kellerman has it back with under 30 seconds to go in the half. Adri Kellerman trying to create some space, closely watched by Kiara Griffith. Now it's over to Johnson, mid-range jumper, unable to fall. Jamila Beckford grabs the offensive board off the glass, no good. And now the Bruins have it back. Conestoga going to have to play defense for the last 6 seconds. As Rowe, no good. Beckford another board, her 12th of the half. And that will do it. All even, 35-35 at the end of the half. Teams are going to take a short break. We will have more action, including the recap of a very exciting first half of play at the Student Rec Center. Don't go anywhere. It's OCAA women's basketball action.
This is more than a recreation facility. This is where you push your limits, break a sweat, and build lasting friendships in a supportive community. This is where you'll feel empowered and inspired to develop lifelong skills for personal and professional achievement. At the Student Recreation Center, we are a community of over 25,000 Condors striving to soar in state-of-the-art facilities. We foster an environment where determination meets opportunity.
We're here to motivate, driving growth, and providing leadership on your journey to a healthier, happier you.
We're a diverse community, fueling our passion with each rep, each sweat drop, and each moment of personal growth.
We are constantly challenging ourselves, pushing our boundaries, and celebrating every personal achievement along the way.
We are the pulse of friendly competition in pursuit of victory and camaraderie through sports and friendship.
We are fierce competitors, where diversity strengthens our bond and enhancing our skills on and off the pitch.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are fueled by determination, teamwork,
And the thrill of victory on and off the field.
We
Our Condors!
This is your opportunity to explore our dynamic programming and find the physical activities that ignite your passion. Visit the Student Recreation Center today to join the community of Condors striving to soar on campus. This is
quick recap as the players file back onto the court. Caitlin Clark leading Sheridan with 13 points, all of which scored in that opening quarter of play. With Tamia Rowe coming on and scoring 5, also has 5 boards. With Osa Sui leading that category with 6. Conestoga scoring leader is Maddie Johnson with 10 points. Kellerman closely trailing with 9. And Jamila Beckford with 8. 12 rebounds in that opening half. As we are ready to resume, Conestoga will start with the ball in this third quarter. Conestoga going from right to left on your screen, wearing white. As we are back underway. Fleece getting some more playing time as Schumacher was injured in that first half. And she now has the ball in the paint and will be fouled on her way up.
Calling Bruins number 12, Jazara Brown Francis, her second. Teams first.
Freeze has 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Conestoga doing a great job distributing the ball. All players currently have an apple in this game. One for 2 on that trip. Loose ball taken back by Freese. Throwing it to Weber, who might have thought about the 3. Opting to pass over to Freese, and a travel will be called. That will negate the offensive possession for the Condors. I mentioned this was going to be a battle on the glass this entire game. Currently, Conestoga has 22 points in the paint, as they are also out rebounding. Currently 35-25. Talking with Coach Lopez in the pregame about having to win that battle on the glass, and it was all about bodies before the ball, having to try to limit the Condors to one shot, trying to box out. And this is going to be an offensive board and scoring for Rowe. And that right there, being able to jump on the loose ball is going to be key in this second half, as these teams were deadlocked 35 coming in. It's now Sheridan with a 1-point lead. Kellerman will let another one fly. And the loose ball, Conestoga trying to hold Sheridan back. They will find a way through. It's Kalar. Kalar will be met by Johnson and Beckford, which will have Sheridan trying on the left side. And that is going to be the lay-in for Rowe. She's up to 9 points. Now be a 3-point lead for Sheridan. And a fancy move from Kellerman. Freese has the ball stolen away. This one clanging around and will fall. That is going to be the 3 for Brown Francis. Conestoga going to need a response, as coming out of recess, Sheridan flying. Freeze give and go with Beckford. Beckford into the post. Too much on this shot attempt. See if Conestoga can get a key stop on defense. Try to transition that back into offense. Probably be run primarily through Jamila Beckford, who has 4 double-doubles this season. I mentioned the team leader in points. Also first in the league in rebounds per game. Quick passing play will find Johnson, who drives. Ball thrown in, secured by Barakat Diab. 2-on-1. Beckford, the lone Condor back. This one high off the glass and be taken back in by Freese momentarily, and then heads out of bounds. Worth noting that Sheridan's Tamia Rowe also in the top 5 in rebounds per game at 10.8. These two teams very good at what they do, getting under into those dirty areas. Fries has the ball moving forward, and she will be knocked down. Off the kickball, couple quick passing plays between Rowe and Kalar. And this stretch pass will be not out of reach of Blair. Conestoga takes back over. Inbound on the sideline, Kellerman trying to find an opening. Brown Francis applying the pressure, and it will be stolen away by Sheridan. This one will not be able to fall for Caitlin Clark, remains at 13 points. And on the counter, it's Weber. Weber with a head of steam, driving forward and losing the handle on the ball. And a blocking foul going to be called on Jazera Brown Francis.
Blocking foul, number 12, Jazera Brown Francis.
Brown Francis currently her second year from Paris. It's going to be her second foul. We're back underway, still 42-36 our score. As Kellerman in the post. Players wrestling forward, and it's going to be Rowe. Great pass through a number of bodies, rolling off the top. And now it's for Weber. Maddie Weber gets the defensive rebound and feeds over to Kellerman. Audrey Kellerman pulls up and knocks down the jumper. Freeze unable to get a hand on that pass. Back to Kalar, driving hard to the rack, and will convert on a nice play. Stretch pass connects with Weber as she moves forward and will pop the brakes off the rim and in. Gave the iron a little kiss before it will drop. 4-point lead for Sheridan. It's Conestoga continuing to have answers for Sheridan's attack. See if they can keep the Bruins at bay. Is this one no good? And the loose ball taken in by Johnson. Quickly offloads to Fries and intercepted. An errant pass by the Condors. Back on the attack is Rowe. And Fries gets the stop. Stretch pass for Weber right under the rim. And will rim out. She gets the ball back and will be fouled on her way up. Weber heads to the line to shoot two. That was a quick developing play for the Condors. Led to a great scoring chance for Maddie Weber, wearing number 14 in white. Missed the first opportunity, tried to put it back, and was fouled in the process. Weber, a 66.7% shooter. Has 40 points coming into tonight, up to 43 with the 3 she has thus far. The second one good, 2 points for the Condors cause, trailing by 2. Sheridan retains possession. As into the corner we go. Griffith. That foul going to be on Savannah Fries, her first. That will be Conestoga's first of the quarter. ball quickly inbounded to Tamia. Throw up to 9 points. Throw it towards the top of the arc. Now driving. This one off the side of the basket. No good. Here comes Kellerman. Adri Kellerman feeding Beckford. Those two have connected a number of times back into the post. Knocked away from Weber. And now it's Maddie Weber hitting the hardwood pretty hard. She'll get back up and come back on defense. Freeze trying to hold Rowe at bay. Waiting for the play to develop. Here comes the screen, driving, and stolen away by Kellerman. Adri Kellerman gets a steal. And a bit of a reach-in going to be called. Great awareness from Adri Kellerman with a bit of thievery. And that will draw a foul.
That's her fourth personal foul. Team four. Second for Sheridan with 2 Julianne Leonard Stewart.
Conestoga going to take a timeout prior to the inbound. In talking with Dee Chandler and her assistants in the pregame about starting this game off on the right foot, and it came down to high energy and maintaining that for 4 quarters. They've done it in spurts, and when they have done so, they've been very successful at both ends of the floor. This team has a lot of athleticism. You've seen it on display. It'll be about maintaining it for the remainder of this game. Currently trailed by 2, and we'll see if they're able to get the lead and then add some insurance markers as we play on. .346 on the clock coming out of the timeout. Kellerman set to inbound. It's closely watched by Vinta. It's Conestoga going to try their luck on the right side. Into the corner for Kellerman. This one no good. Rebound taken by Freese. Will bounce around. Head out of bounds. Loose ball taken in by Rowe, who tiptoes the line. And the pressure from Weber stolen away by Kellerman. Adri Kellerman puts one up. Will roll around, secured by Weber, who gives it right back to Kellerman. And Conestoga will retain possession as Juliana Leverton Stewart tried to keep it alive. Down baseline drive for Freese, kicks out. Kellerman right back into the post. Freese gets her own rebound, puts it up, and will be fouled. Conestoga's persistent, continuing to lead the trips to the line. Freese will have 2 more free throws, currently 5 for 6 on the evening. Freese will go 0 for 2. Conestoga almost got the ball back via Weber, who tries to get a hand in it. Conestoga stolen away again by Kellerman, who continues to have active hands. Throwing it in for, now it's going to go over now to Weber, who will pull the trigger, unable to convert. Rebound taken by Freese, who scores in the paint. 2 more points in the paint. 2 more points for Savannah Freese, who's come in off the bench and been a key difference maker for the Condors after that injury to Schumacher. Losing the hand on it momentarily was Leverton Stewart. This one will fly off the mark. Beckford able to secure the ball. Having to battle a couple different Bruins offloading. It's Kellerman into the paint for Weber, outweights, and no good. Long stretch pass up, no good. Freese, another rebound. That's probably going to give her 9, and it will. 9 and 9 on the evening for Savannah Freese. Johnson thought about the shot, electing to pass into the corner. Kellerman lets it fly off the mark. Savannah Freese brings strength, skill, and determination to this team. This coaching staff was very excited to see the impact that she would make on the court and is having her presence felt. And that's Jamila Beckford's 14th rebound. Still just 2 points shy of her 5th double-double on the season. Moving over for Beckford. Backing down and will be called for the travel. Clark and Stephanie Blair back into the game. And you're seeing the depth of Sheridan's bench on display. 1:19 to go, 44-44, our score. As we continue to play on, Conestoga looking for another defensive stop. This one kicked out quickly, thrown over, and no good, as this one was just short. And Kellerman steps into the passing lane, another steal. Conestoga back on attack via Adri Kellerman. Now it's Kellerman in the corner again. She'll let it fly. This one unable to fall. Freese, another rebound, and the basket. Savannah Freese. Savannah Freese is having a game. That's a double-double for her. 11 points, 10 rebounds, as this 3-ball will be in and out of the basket. Kellerman grabbing the board. Adri Kellerman has 5 steals in this game, up to 11 points, tying Freese for the team lead. As the loose ball taken, and players collide, it will squeak free, and the lay-in off the mark. Maddie Johnson gets the board. Throwing it up for Freese. 9 seconds on the game clock. Savannah Freese with a hard drive up and in. Savannah Freese with a head of steam, drives to the rim and converts. Holy mackerel, what a third quarter for Savannah Freese. She has the Condors in front, 48-44. We are ready to go for the fourth quarter. Conestoga up by 4 after 3. Savannah Fries now with the team lead in points with 13 in her first double-double. This one off the glass and in. Be a good answer right out of the gate for the Bruins. Conestoga right back to work in the corner for Fries. Little pump fake, now kicks out for Kellerman. Throws it back in, Conestoga passing in a triangle, gets it up to Fries, just short. Sheridan back on the attack, moving it over for Rowe. And Kolar will get it to fall. Last season, Caitlin Kolar had 119 points. Very good from three-point land, over 30%. 13 points in that Niagara game, go along with 6 rebounds. She has 17 points here tonight. Conestoga going to try to keep her at bay as this one back to even for Fries. Stutter steps. She's trying to get the shot up and will be a foul called as Savannah Fries continues to find ways into the paint. Fries will go 1 for 2. Conestoga has the ball right back in for Beckford. Will be no good off the glass. Conestoga continuing to apply the pressure, trying to ham the Bruins in their own zone. Able to get free into the hands of Rowe. For Bearcat Diab. Kellerman got a piece, but it will reach the intended target. That being Vinta, pardon me. Conestoga moving back, 1-point lead off that converted free throw. Johnson feeding Beckford to Kellerman again from deep. This one hitting the back iron, no good. Kellerman been lethal from three-point land throughout her collegiate career, being a cold spell, as that is going to be 2 more points for Kolar. And that has the Sheridan Bruins back in the lead. Kellerman able to find Maddie Johnson alone. She'll set her feet and let it fly. And converting Maddie Johnson up to 12 points. The lead changing hands again here in the fourth. Now Tamia Rowe turning back. Caitlin Clark up to 19 points, a new single game high this season. It's the loose ball taken, moving it forward for Kolar. And she will add 2 more to that ever-growing total. The whistle sounding, stopping play. Looks like Tamia Rowe in some discomfort as she will head to the bench. As well as Caitlin Kolar off to the sidelines now. Sheridan up by the narrowest of margins as we play on here at the Student Rec Center. Beckford trying to generate some space, zipping one over to Maddie Johnson. Johnson offloads to Kellerman. This one rolling around and falling. Kellerman's got her second triple up to 14 points. This one off the mark, gathered by Johnson, who sets back out. Takes a little bit of contact from Kiara Griffith. Conestoga slows the tempo down, 6:28 to play. Conestoga up by 2. And the charge going to be on Kellerman, her second. Conestoga in this game done a great job managing their fouls. Currently just have 7 as a team. So 3 and apart. The action back underway. Conestoga seeing if they can get a steal just over Fries's extended hands. And that's going to be another steal for Adri Kellerman. She continues to rack them up as Beckford is going to draw contact. Pass intended and will reach Maddie Johnson. Johnson will get it over to Beckford. Into the corner for Kellerman, who will fake the shot, trying to find Beckford. Players falling all over the floor. Still not sure who has possession, and finally will be whistled dead. Under 6 to play. Conestoga still up by 2, 54-52, led by Kellerman and Fries. The Let's Go Condors chants rain down from the stands. Fries driving into the paint and will be called for the travel. Off the inbound, now it's going to be the possession for Sheridan. They look to draw even. The energy continuing to pick up at the Student Rec Center. You see at the bottom of your screen, Ella Schumacher back on the bench, providing a lot of noise as she cheers on her teammates. Speaking to the leadership that she developed over the time here. This is going to be a deep 2, but unable to fall. The loose ball kept alive by Beckford. Jamila Beckford has a lot of contact and has it stolen away. Leverton Stewart. That will be a timeout for the Condors with 5:11 to play. And as we look at the stats, very even across the board in terms of field goal percentage. 32.9 for Sheridan, 35.6 for the Condors. Had a number of trips to the foul line. 24 times they have shot free throws, just 5 for Sheridan. Once again, Conestoga continue to be very disciplined in that department. Turnovers continuing to be a problem for the Condors, something that they are going to try to manage for the last just over 5 minutes in this quarter. They have 26 currently. Definitely an improvement from their last game as they continue to build off that and using it as a learning experience. Seeing the points coming up the bench, 14 right now for the Condors with a number of their points. Both teams 32 in the paint, and that was a story coming into tonight. Let's see who can win that battle on the glass and who is able to establish that physical presence. Still neck and neck. 2 points separating these teams as the timeout has expired. Players filing back onto the floor. We're all ready to resume. Set to inbound Leverton Stewart, and we are back underway. Beckford stepping in the passing lane, picking up the loose ball with Maddie Johnson. Conestoga continuing to score by committee. 3 players in double digits with Jamila Beckford right on the cusp. And the drive for Weber has it knocked out of her hands. With 11 seconds on the shot clock, Conestoga will maintain possession. Beckford having a look, able to find Fries. She'll spin and convert. Savannah Fries had 2 more. She's up to 16. The rookie putting on a show at the Student Rec Center. Now trying to drive baseline. This one hitting off Freeze, taken away by Kellerman. Adri Kellerman sets out, closely watched by Leverton Stewart. And quickly hammering the brakes, it's back for Beckford, offloading. Freeze at the top of the arc, getting into the corner for Kellerman. This one no good. Offensive board taken by Beckford, getting it over to Johnson, and an offensive charge going to be called. That's going to be Beckford's third. That's going to be a timeout taken by Sheridan. Conestoga currently has 3 players with double-digit rebounds, 2 players with double-doubles, that being Johnson and Freese, as they are continuing to do it at both ends of the floor, doing a great job on the defense, transitioning into offense. As they are up by 4, Sheridan going to look for an answer. Action back underway as Caitlin Clark, 21.6 as Leverton Stewart read that play perfectly. Our officials in tonight's game are Vincent Bull, Nick Candoeas, and Mahir Darbin. Rebound taken for Freese. Over to Kellerman, who will fake. Driving in a mid-range shot, no good. And now it will be the Bruins ball. As we play on, Conestoga got a couple good looks at the net, unable to get anything to fall. And now Leverton Stewart, closely watched by Freese. Quickly offloading, moving it. Now it's Kalar. Kalar, 50% shooting from three-point land. Leverton Stewart. This one will fall short. Taken back by Beckford. Quickly feeding Savannah Freese. Maddie Johnson spinning away from her defender. Looking for an opening, and now finding Kellerman into the post. And it's going to be a push called on Gloria Osusui. 3 subs coming into the game for the Bruins. Beckford putting it up for Weber, and will be stolen away. Coming back on the attack, Weber one-on-one, and that one will hit underneath, but the foul called, I believe, on Maddie Weber, and that's going to send Brown Francis to the line, her first trip of the evening. Brown Francis, 22 points on the season, averaging 5.5. She sets up for another free throw. This one no good. And Maddie Weber coming away. Errant pass, trying to find Johnson. The over top of her head. Caitlin Clark quickly back into the game, the leading scorer for the Bruins. See if Sheridan finds her as their target. But now it's Brown Francis driving and will lose the handle on the ball. She got around Beckford, had a clear lane to the rim. Just lost the handle at the last second. Conestoga, there's 2:50 on the clock. They have a 4-point lead. This pass will find the security of Johnson. Bounce pass into the post. Going up with it, and it's in! Count the basket plus the foul! Jamila Beckford, the strong finish. Practices this in warm-ups, and it pays dividends as she now has 10 points. 3 Condors with double-doubles in this game. Fries, Johnson, and now Beckford. Conestoga now with a 6-point lead as the pass will find Griffith. Moving forward down Broadway, and this shot will not land for Stephanie Blair, still searching for her first bucket, but will head to the line. Blair, a 33.3% shooter in 9 trips to the charity stripe, has 15 points on the regular season. Maddie Weber into foul trouble as she has 4. Beckford with 3. The first one will miss. Second one up, no good as well. Fries rises up and grabs the rebound, her 11th. Fries was called for the travel, and that will give the ball back to Sheridan. Bounce pass taken in. Weber with the steal. Getting the ball right back for the Condors. And now we'll offload to Kellerman. And that is going to be the 5th and disqualifying foul for Maddie Weber. And that will be the end of the night for number 14. Egawa coming into the game for Weber. It's the corner 3, too much on it, will be off the mark. Gathered by Osasui. Another 3 will fly, and this one good by Brown Francis, cutting the lead to 3, under 2 to play. Kellerman having a look. Unable to find anything she likes. Has Johnson in the corner. Opting to go to Egawa. Now in for Fries. Kicks out. Has Kellerman in the corner. It's going over to Johnson. Maddie Johnson backing down. She was unable to get the shot to fall, but she will head back to the line.
Grace, you have to get out with the hand up, like all the way up. Help will step up, but you have to be there.
Great back down from Maddie Johnson, driving hard into the paint as the shot clock was getting set to expire. Be 2 more free throws for Maddie Johnson. Currently in her 3rd year, the St. Thomas native. It's a big free throw in the dying minutes for Maddie Johnson, as that makes it a 4-point game. And another one, Maddie Johnson, ice in her veins. As that puts the Condors at 60. He's switching over, trying to lost Osasui. Brown Francis will let it fly, it's off the mark. Maddie Johnson gets the rebound, her 11th. Players jousting for it, and the foul will be called. Savannah Fries going to be her 2nd foul. Been a complete team effort for Conestoga to this point with 1:21 to play. Brown Francis now into double-digit points, and she's up to 10 off 2 made threes. The second one will fall. This pass reaches up and bringing it down was Beckford. Looked like she might have drawn some contact from Osasui. Racing up, handing off now, it's Kellerman. Adri Kellerman tries to have some clock management, and she is looking like she might have been fouled. No call. And now the foul will be called. It's going to be on Osasumi, I believe. That sends Beckford to the line. Had several trips thus far this game. She has 10 points. Beckford converts, and that will be a timeout taken by Sheridan. 2 more clutch free throws for the Condors. 62-56 our score in what is shaping up to be a thrilling end to a sensational game. .66 seconds to play. Conestoga with the lead. Sheridan back onto the court. We are ready to resume. Rowe leading the team with 64 points. This one into the paint, no good. Players battling for it, and it's Beckford bringing it down for the Condors, like she has done all season long, continuing to come up with big rebounds and finding Johnson. Conestoga has space to work with, as there was a triple team, it looked like, on Beckford. A little bit of clock management as Conestoga wants to take this down as far as they can. Into the paint for Beckford, and she will be fouled, trying to get through a couple of Bruins. 39.9 on the game clock. Beckford set to shoot 2. Beckford, good couple trips. She went 3 for 4. The Bruins back on the attack. We're going to have to string together a couple of buckets quickly as Kalar goes down in some discomfort. Conestoga's ball with 32.4. As we play on, it's over to Johnson. See if Sheridan goes for the foul, trying to stop the clock. It's over for Beckford now. It's Conestoga continuing to manage the clock. Moving forward, tiptoeing And keeping alive, Freese now has it, finding Johnson, continue to let the clock tick. Conestoga doing a great job still with it. Freese can take the shot clock violation, they won't, it's Kellerman firing. That one will reset the clock, and it will stay with the Condors with 2.9 on the clock. Set for the inbound, 2.9 to go, and it's thrown in for Beckford off her hands and will be now Sheridan ball with 1.7 remaining. And that is going to be a timeout taken by the Bruins. .7 on the clock. Sheridan set to inbound. Looking for a pass, stretching it over to Kalar, who will let a deep three fly. Will bounce off and will not fall. Conestoga wins it at home, improving their record to 1-2 here at the Rec Center, winning at 63-56 on a great offensive showing from several players, 4 of which had double-digit points, 3 double-doubles in the game. Here with Savannah Freese. That was a close game out of half. What allowed you to get the win here?
I think it was a whole team's energy. Like after halftime, we went in the change room. We all like hyped each other up, and like that's what made us like get the like energy to like pop off. Yeah.
And that was a great offensive showing. 4 players with double-digit points. Everybody has an assist. 3 double-doubles, including yourself. What just allowed you to have a complete unified win here today?
Honestly, I usually get in my head and like, I was like, let me do this for the team. Let me not think, let me just lock in, and that's what I did. I think the whole team did actually. We all got out of our heads and just like, we were all in the game and we all wanted it more. Yeah.
Savannah, thank you very much for your time. Go enjoy your win.
Thank you so much.
That does it for us here from the Student Rec Center. Conestoga with a complete team effort. Several players with double-digit points. A great game from both teams. Conestoga coming away with this win. Thank you so much, everybody, for spending the time with us this evening. From all of us at the Student Rec Center, I'm Ada Stromkowski. Be sure to tell somebody you love them, and we will see you next time.